how close they finish within each other at the end determines how extra points are distributed. So it's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting. You can read up on it. I think exclamation point leagues will bring it up, perhaps. I honestly haven't checked those links, but if you are interested, you know, you can do some digging. You can figure it out. But basically, for every 10 seconds they are within each other, there's another point going either way. So if Benji won, he gets 40 baseline points. And if Biinny was within 10 seconds of Benji, like it was a really close race, Biinny will get 19 points. And Benji would get an additional 1 point. So Benji would be getting 41, Biinny would get 19. But if it was a complete bop, like Benji won by, I think it caps out at 3 minutes, then Benji would get a bonus 19 or maybe even 20 points. So he would leave Biinny in the dust. But I don't think he's going to be leaving Biinny in the dust. You know, Biinny, a very formidable opponent. He's been doing some Splatoon. He's been doing his thing. And Benji as well has also been doing his thing. Kind of crazy, honestly. Benji's the grind on this man, or more appropriately, this boy, you know, I can't believe how good he is already. If he continues to keep playing, I don't know, man. Speedrunning is going to get overtaken by the youngins. They're too young. It's like the reflexes. Commentator making up excuses, you know, might just need to get robo hands and come and bop everybody. But we're working on it, you know, we're stretching, we're icing, but here we go. The race is popping off. It's time for a Lakitu skip, and Benji getting it. No problems. Biinny as well. Great start. It's what you love to see, especially on a Saturday morning such as this. The air is calm. It's a beautiful day. The sun is shining, maybe. It might be nighttime where you are. You know, I don't speak for everybody, but for myself, it's a beautiful sunny day with some beautiful Mario gameplay on the screen. Bomb clip time. That is a huge bomb for Benji, looking great. And Biinny as well. Not too shabby at all. So this is about what you want at the start of a race. Highly desirable, especially for the viewing experience. So far, no mistakes on either player's side. And Benji opting for slide first. Biinny as well. Very smart move. As you may or may not know, you can go to Womps, and most players do opt to go for Womps after bomb clip, but especially in a race environment where you're not going to reset, there's no reason. You know, the rationale is sort of, okay, Womps Fortress will probably cause more resets than Slide. Slide is typically a very easy, very simple, you know, 12.6 from Benji. Oh, cream! Cream rises to the top. Benji popping off. 0.3 advantage over Biinny. That is a big bopper. Good stuff. Yeah, it's oh, okay. Biinny taking a moment to think about his life, contemplate a few things, make sure everything is tip-top shape before pressing save and continue and heading on over. But yeah, you know, typically players want to go for Womps earlier, so that they can get to the reset earlier, perhaps, and start a new run. But most of the time in 70, you won't see that. But here we go. Benny, mixing the names here. Benny and the Jets going for 100 coin. And Benji with the beautiful Canalist setup, working out very nice. And Benny doing great on the 100 so far. It's looking awesome. Definitely picking up coins. He's got the sauce. He's got, oh my goodness, look at that sauce. Dripping right out of the pan. Yeah, that was too much sauce right there. Textbook case of too much sauce. He was faster than he expected, and it sort of threw him off a bit, but adapting pretty well. It is a... Oh, hold the phone! Biinny is... That's quite a bad mistake, but pretty good backup here. Going to go right back up the slope and head up onto those floating platforms once again. Yeah, the movement that Biinny goes for there is actually pretty difficult. The little dive clip on the edge of the floating island it's certainly quite difficult. So shoutouts to Biinny for going for it. But Benjii now rocking the lead. However, he is now working on 100. Oh, ledge grab from Biinny. And 100 is definitely, in my opinion, the hardest part of Womp's Fortress. And I think a lot of people would agree. 100 coins tend to be the hardest part of Mario in general. They're very long. They also typically involve a little bit of reactions to the RNG. You know, there's not a lot of RNG in Mario, but when you're killing enemies, clapping piranha plant cheeks, the coins are flying wherever they please. And you need the speed and seek the fee. Commentator making up words, can't keep the rhyme going. Might have to turn it into Dr. Seuss. And it's Owless for Biinny. Ooh, cute little kick. It's all good in the hood. Benjii with a beautiful 100. And honestly, you know, this Womps on both sides it's looking pretty good. Both players doing their thing that they should be doing. It's not brutal. It's what you like to see for a race. I mean, we've definitely seen a handful of races. Oh, wow, that was a bold jump from Biinny, jumping all the way from the floating gray blocks. But that looks good. He's got it. We've definitely seen a fair share of yikes moments. I mean, recently, I think it was, what was the race? Heisenberger. Hold on, I don't want to get this wrong. Monka S in the booth. Heisenberger TV versus Rock Chalk. At the beginning of that race, Heisenberger lost a whole minute to Bomb Clip, and it was a yikes moment. It was like, wow, this race is already over. But it actually ended up being pretty close. There was some back and forth, and ultimately, Rock Chalk did take the W, but Heisenberger did what he had to. I mean, that's the whole thing with races, and forfeiting is there is a forfeit penalty, so you really don't want to forfeit. And we have seen a couple forfeits here and there, but for the most part, people will finish their runs. But, I mean, with the way the points work, there's a lot more incentive to keep trying. And I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan because I really feel like that it's not only helping race mentality, but you can transfer the race mentality to runs. You know, you can, when you're doing a lot of races like this in the league, and you're doing a lot of no reset runs, it's good for the mind, it's good for the soul, it's good for the meat. Benjii. Slight slip up there, but, you know, adjusts. He's back in it. It's all good in the hood. Simp W's coming out in the chat. What's up, boys? Happy Saturday. Hope everybody's having a comfy afternoon. Hope you've got yourself perhaps some cocoa. I do not have my slippers on. Let me actually put my slippers on really quick. I will be right back. Thank you for the 45 bits, Zelda's daddy. Okay, I'm back. I've got my slippers on. These players are heading to the slide. So Benjii obviously rocking himself a cheeky little lead. It's not insane. Another 12.6 though. Man, this guy's got it on lock. Benjii actually showing Biinny how it's done. Biinny sort of, I would say that he's known for his slide ability. He's nabbed a lot of 12.5s, gets a lot of 12. Oh, and there it is, 12.6 from Biinny. So, wow. Some pretty impressive slide times coming out from these players. You know, 12.5, probably the hottest thing you might see. 12 point, I don't know. Oh, Benjii a little bit low on those reds. Low again, missing another red. Does he have enough height to get that fourth red? He is coasting. Okay, he's got it. I gotta calm down. It's comfy hours. Oh my goodness. All right, well, Biinny can catch up a lot of time here. Look at this. Benjii just now spawning the star, and Biinny only seconds behind. That was kind of a giga right there. That was it could have been a lot worse. I'm sure you have all seen much worse things happen in the wing cap. I know that I personally have done much worse things in the wing cap. But pretty good adjustment from Benjii. We'll see if that affects him at all in Dark World. I feel like a mistake like that, you know, you're not happy with. But Benjii is... Okay, when you have a new runner, like people who are new to speedrunning or competitive gaming, they tend to get a little bit angrier than, you know, the more veteran players. And I can attest to that for sure. Oh, Slight slip up from Benjii. That's a ledge grab. I don't think we're going to be seeing a Shigeru cycle. Biinny might just be able to snag the lead here in Dark World. But young players, you know, new to the community, new to the whole speedrunning environment, it's a lot easier to get upset. You're not really used to these emotions and what's happening. But Benjii, very calm, very composed player. I don't think that mistakes get to him or get under his skin very easily. I could be wrong, but he seems to be pretty good at handling things when they come his way. So, you know, shout outs to Benjii. Oh, Benjii! There it is. Biinny swiping the lead from Benjii. Maybe that mistake did affect him a little bit. It's a little bit in his head. Just a tiny bit inside of his brain hole cavity. Could be infecting the... Oh, gosh. Thinking of parts of the brain. Biology. I took biology, but man, I basically didn't take biology. It's... Just thinking about it. But nice throws from both players. Pretty good Dark World times. I mean, a low 10, especially in a race, we'll be happy with that. We'll definitely be happy with that. Pretty good key times. And only 4 seconds, 3 or 4 seconds apart from the players. Biinny with a very slight lead. But we aren't even in the thick of it yet, boys. We ain't even talking yet. This is still walking. We're not even running. Once we get to the basement, I really feel like basement is where it goes down in the DMs, if you will. You know, you get your start. What is this angle from Biinny? I thought he was about to grab the box. That jump dive angle was not. That was not it, Chief. A little bit of time save here for Benjii. Very minimal, but sky jumps coming out. Very nice on Biinny's side and Benjii as well. Good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, pull out your popcorn. The lead is already swiping back and forth. I mean, this is Division 1 gameplay right here. It's the cream of the crop. And these are two very solid players. I'll actually pull up the stats for you very quickly here. I believe Biinny has a better PB, but at the same time, yeah, Biinny with a 48.04. And Benjii has a 49.41 as of 10 days ago. So Biinny, definitely a more veteran player. He's been around the block. But beautiful wall kicks to work from both players. But Benjii's nothing to laugh about. He's shown his prowess. He's shown his ability to perform under pressure consistently. Very scary. All right, now it's time to save this penguin. Little penguin, so innocent. Beautiful grabs from both players. Man, honestly, I've been kind of shocked by the amount of players slipping with the penguin grab. I know it's slippery. I know that there's snow on the ground. I might be biased being a Minnesotan, you know, used to the snow, used to the ice. But, come on. You got to get the lineup. And both players not dilly-dallying at all so far in Cool Mountain. Honestly, Cool Mountain, it's a pretty straightforward stage, especially in 70 star. It gets a little bit dicey with 120. You've got the reds. That can be scary. Okay, and now we see the route difference. Biinny opting for Cool Mountain 17, and Benjii going to be going for Cool Mountain 18 stars. Now, what Biinny ends up doing for his additional star, I'm going to guess. Ooh. Oh! That's a lot of bonk. Biinny, that was looking so good. He had the triple jump dive. He got the coins, but just a slight overshoot. That is pretty much... it's just sad because he just watches it's happening. The level 3... I think that was a level 3 bonk. I don't know, but wow, that hurts. I would not be surprised if Benjii's got the lead at this point. But yeah, Benjii... Okay, well, Benjii going to, you know, take the lead, look at it, hold it for a moment, and pass it right back to Biinny. I mean, it's hard to actually say. We'll get lined up here in a little bit, maybe, if they're both opting for Hazy Maze Cave late to get that second MIPS. I bet they will. I feel like Biinny's going to go for double pillarless, and I feel like they're both going to go for Hazy Maze Cave late. I just see, it seems like they're smart with their route choices, but I don't know, maybe they're dumb. Commentator insinuating that the runners are dumb. Everybody very upset at this commentary. You know, they can't even defend themselves, just kind of slapping down the cheeks. Benjii actually went for the additional red coin, the safety red before the teleport. So he's boasting a large coin count at the moment. I don't know if he always does that, actually. Maybe that's his thing in races. I mean, it's not a bad idea, especially with Cool Mountain 18. The whole reason you do Cool Mountain 17 is so you don't have to race the penguin, because if you race the penguin, then you could... Oh, okay, that was interesting. You can... Missing coins is basically a much bigger deal with the penguin race. You have to either go all the way back up the slide or you lose the penguin race. And either of those lose a lot of time, but you don't really need to worry about those with Cool Mountain 17. It'll still be a little bit of a time loss, but not too bad. Biinny with an excellent big boot kill. And it looks like he's got a large lead, but yeah, as you can see, they're both at 18 stars now. They should be linked up after shifting Sandland. I'm really feeling like I don't think Biinny's going to opt for Tiny Huge Island Reds. Definitely not. Doesn't seem like his style. I definitely read him as a double pillarless kind of guy, and especially with such experience in the category. I mean, Biinny's been doing, if you guys know Biinny, you know Biinny's been doing 70 for, since I was in the womb, probably. I don't know. This guy's been around for a long time, and 70 has always been his thing. He's done some 120. He's dabbled in 16. I shouldn't say dabbled. He's definitely done more 16 than 120, I would say, but 70 is his home. And that's pretty much it. But here we go, down into the basement. Shoutouts to Do Whatever for the raid. Welcome, everybody. Hope it was a good stream. D, not sure what you were up to, but hope everything went well, my man. But let's see. Biinny now going for the MIPS grab, and a nice little punch. Nothing crazy. It's also worth noting that, yes, you can punch grab MIPS, but I think punch grabbing MIPS is actually easier on Japanese version. For those that are unaware, the first MIPS is actually much... What? Biinny! Oh! Okay! What? Oh my goodness, the cheeky little single jump. Biinny looking great! And he's got the double jump over the... Okay, this is I'm very uncomfortable. That pillarless had me a little bit on edge. But he did it. The beginning, basically, okay, what it looked like happened was when Mario punches, it's like a smash move. Like, for those of you that are familiar with Super Smash Bros., you know, you press an attack, and then there's, like, startup lag, right? Like, the move doesn't come out right away. It doesn't hit immediately. Oh, Biinny tossing the bomb away, doesn't like it. Benjii also going for the dive grab. Seems about right. But basically, there's startup lag, and then the hitbox comes out. What actually does the damage, or if you're grabbing... you know, you got to wait a couple frames for the grab to come out. So for Mario's punch, he doesn't grab immediately. It's like it seems like a couple frames, and in those couple frames, you can actually start moving and cancel the punch. So it looked like Biinny canceled the punch back there. But beautiful pillarless from Benjii, and now Biinny's second pillarless, looking very good. And we're gonna be able to see who's actually in the lead after all this is said and done. It's hard to tell. Biinny's looking pretty good. Beautiful secrets there. Oh, man. And doesn't need to worry about a sound glitch. On Japanese version, if you get that last secret, you can actually get a sound glitch, which causes the in-game sound to stop. Well, I think it's actually the music. Actually, it might all just not work. And then any attempt to exit the stage results in a crash. And it's very sad. But thank goodness they fixed it on English, and it's all good in the hood. Yeah, that's the Biinny pillarless. He likes to throw him the other way. I don't know why. We'll have to ask him in the interview. I mean, it's just a comfort thing. It's like how he learned it. Biinny actually, fun fact, he used to have a lot of his own little personal strats, you could say. Like, it wasn't just doing something differently. It could be doing something, like, not a little different, but quite a bit different. And as we can see, Biinny with the lead, but it's not shockingly big. It's looking like about a 7-8 second lead from Biinny. You know, couple small mistakes, one big mistake, and Benjii's right back in this thing. Okay, I forgot that Biinny does that. Does not triple jump on the arc. See, that's what I'm talking about. The Biinny specials. He's coming through with his own formula. Not the Krabby Patty formula, of course, but the Biinny formula. Okay, wow. Benjii showing off some safe strats. You know, we have seen some players take some big falls in the volcano on the elevator star. So crawling all the way up to the top of that pole so that he can secure the jump dive to the star. I'm appreciating Benjii's choices, for sure. Definitely respectful. I mean, he's fast when he needs to be, and he's safe when he needs to be. And so far, it's working out pretty well. And a pretty decent long jump lava boost from Benjii. Again, nothing out of this world. Like, oh my god. Oh, okay. Well, let's just launch into the star. No ground pound for Benjii. Mistakes like that don't seem like that big of a deal, but imagine doing that on 10 different stars. You're talking about seconds here. And we've literally seen races come down to the frame. So anything you can grab it's a pretty big deal. Biinny had some nice bullies there. Benjii with a very nice... Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. I've been actually seeing that a lot in the league. A lot of players just barely missing the clip on the fence and having to go for the bonk on the invisible wall. The cheeky formula, yes. The chum formula, that's Chris's. Wow, I can't believe Biinny just skipped the ledge grab there. That looked like it shouldn't have worked. And here we go again. Benjii keeping it safe and consistent. Going for the long jump strats for Reds. Both players having a pretty hot lethal lava land, no pun intended. Piracusia in chat, not too sure about Biinny's wing cap strat, saying that it has to lose like a second. I think that particular instance may have. But, ooh, look at this lava boost from Biinny. Gets it. Beautiful stuff. Oh, go for the double jump. Look at this guy go. The speed. Now, Benjii, can he get the triple kill? Yes, he can. I'm actually kind of surprised that that pushed them all the way. Some players like to go for the ground pound. Some players, like Benjii, like to go for the single jump. Both, it's preference. Completely preference. I'm personally a fan of the ground pound to take out the bullies over there, but the single jump can work, and Biinny and Benjii are both a fan of the single jump. They might even be the same person. 2 controllers, 2 hands, easy money. And Biinny opting for the oh! Ooh, Benjii's what is going on? Oh, he's got to be careful. Oh my goodness, that was a really close one for Benjii. Oh my goodness. Burnt his hiney. It looked like he was going to walk off into the lava. And then he long jumped. The absolute madman long jumping in front of a flame spitter with less than 3 slices of pie. And here we go. Benjii actually opting for Hazy Maze Cave early. So for those of you unaware, you can either do this level that Benjii's doing now after Lethal Lava Land with 30 stars. I mean, I guess the star count doesn't really matter. If you have 30 stars, you can go to Dire Docks. That's basically the significance of 30 stars. That's the 30-star door. Oh, Benjii a little short on the triple jump box. Biinny with the nice strokes. Looking hot. Oh, coughing up a lung here quickly on the microphone. Chat possibly not appreciating, you know, all this phlegm in the mic, but Commentator trying his best. Put some essential oils on the sweatshirt. Try to clear up the sinuses a bit, and it appears to be working. But yeah, as I was saying, you can either do Hazy Maze Cave late or early, and basically the reason that you would do it late is you would come back with over 50 stars, and after 50, then MIPS 2 spawns. So you can get the second MIPS when you go to Hazy Maze Cave later on, which allows you to skip a star. That star is Snowman's Land Reds. So we will be seeing Snowman's Land Reds from Benjii, and we will not be seeing them from Biinny. And the route actually, it sounds like it saves a lot of time, but it just saves a second. So it's not huge, and a simple slip up. Oh, okay, we got following. Oh, Benji with the, oh, the rocks are trying to navigate around these rocks, but they've got mind game level 99 and Benji only at mind game level 50. Not gonna work out, but did not get Toast Ridered. I don't know if you guys caught that, but Toast Rider actually died to the boulders. It was the worst boulder RNG I've ever seen in my life. Beautiful Manta Rings from Biinny. Wow. Yeah, it's kind of nutty. It's kind of nutty. But oh, okay. Yeah, Benji, I don't know, man. He's not looking quite like himself. Just a tiny bit out of order here in Hazy Maze Cave. Biinny and Fire Sea. This is one of the bigger moments in 70 Star, and in most categories, I would say Fire Sea is definitely a Biinny missed the red alert, literally red coin alert, missed red. Oh, and a bonk. Okay, Biinny is not making early cycle, which means he is not making lava boost, and that is, I don't know why I said it that way, but that's quite a big time loss, and the time differential between these players could be made up if Benji is able to land lava boost early Ellies. Pretty big mistake there on Biinny's side. A little bit of a flow, an oopsie, if you will. Oh, but it's not easy by any stretch of the imagination. I would argue that, oh, okay, Biinny throwing down a quick combo on the slope. The punch setup didn't really work out in his favor, though, losing even more time than he had already lost from the missed cycle. Biinny struggling quite a bit. It's getting a little bit hot. Some sweat droplets pouring from this man's forehead. It's getting into his controller. Getting a little bit slippery. And another ledge grab. Okay. I mean, even if Benji just gets a regular normal cycle, he could still save some good time over Biinny. So I'm excited to see how this goes. Now, the unfortunate thing about the route difference is that we will not see them line up until they go into Tippy. But you can get a rough estimate. Just by looking at the gameplay, you can kind of tell who's in the lead. And right now, I would say that Benji's in the lead. That's because Fire Sea hasn't happened. We'll see how Fire Sea goes for Benji. This is his big moment. What he's been waiting for. He's been training for. Studying. Looking at the clips. Taking notes. Jotting down strats. I don't know. Need more synonyms. Commentator running out of synonyms. Sounds like a robot. Might actually just be a robot. His love for bits just never seems to end. It's almost inhuman. Oh, hello. Unprofessional commentary. Phone notifications going off in the microphone. Might get fired. Last warning from the back of the GSA staff desk. Very unfortunate, but, you know, I'll still be at pace anyways, however things unfold. Benji with actually kind of decent Manta. That turn on the 5th ring. Ooh, the double box kick from Biinny. Let's go, baby. Very beautiful tech. For whatever reason. Oh, okay. Really smart decision by Biinny, actually choosing to take out the Skeeter. Wait, is it Scuttlebug or Skeeter? I don't have a co-commentator to get me the right name. Chat, help out. Is it a Scuttlebug or a Skeeter? Pretty sure it's a Skeeter, because they skeet along the water's surface. That's how I remember. But I'm not sure. Okay, Benji's got the red. Oh, Benji didn't trigger the elevator. It's not happening. And we're getting word from the back desk that it is, in fact, a Skeeter. Yeah, that was a smart choice from Biinny, taking out the Skeeter before pounding the blue coin switch. You typically almost always see somebody pound the blue coin switch and then go for the Skeeter. But no lava boost for Benji, and almost certainly no early Ellies, but he can still save some time at this point. Oh, hold on. Okay. The delayed double jump from the side flip. Benji with the very deep knowledge of the game, and he lands himself an early cycle. That's going to be some good time save. Oh, but it's shocking. Okay, nice kicks. The interesting thing about kicks in this game is if you do a jump then kick, it's like the hitbox stays out way longer than if you hold A and press B, like an immediate kick. Or wait, maybe hold on, that might be wrong actually. I think the hitbox is always the same, but if you do a jump then kick, you can adjust how the momentum works a little bit more than if you hold A and press B. But Biinny's Wet Dry World, pretty wet. Despite actually entering most of the level dry, it's been a pretty wet world. Oh no, not enough sauce on the toss, but Benji with a very immediate reaction. I think that's definitely happened multiple times for Benji. He tries to go for the very fast spin, so he's prepared for when it doesn't land and hit the bomb. Some players, though, you will see that they are not ready for Bowser to not hit that bomb. And if you aren't prepared, Bowser will get up and turn around before you can grab his tail. And it's very awkward because obviously he's on the edge and you are not going to get around that man on the edge. Unless you're insane. You might. You just might. Or you'll fall in the lava and die. But Benji's out of there, heading up to Wet Dry World as Biinny will be heading out over to Tiny Huge Island. Again, we'll see Biinny go to Hazy Maze Cave after Snowman's Land, and then they will both head up to tip top of this castle at the same time. Biinny with an absolutely amazing triple jump wall kick. Man, triple jump wall kick in Wet Dry World is just, it's so common. Like, a lot of people do it, and Benji not opting for the double box kick. A lot of people do the triple jump wall kick in Wet Dry World, so it's just sort of, and a lot of people execute it. Like, a lot of people are really good at it, but just from personal experience, I would say that's one of the harder tricks out there. It's very awkward, but it's sort of one of those tricks where when you've got it, you've got it. You know, there's tricks in the game like Breeze List where no matter how much you practice it, you're not gonna be 100% consistent at it. But triple jump wall kick in Wet Dry World, certainly something that you can get very high consistency on. Biinny with, oh, these secrets are just stunning, just amazing. Biinny on top of the world, feeling himself. He's really doing it right now. He's doing it for me. I hope he's doing it for you. Making the moves happen. Masterpiece of some secrets there. Benji working on these 100s is looking pretty good. He's got an extra coin in his pocket, so okay, giving the sign some love there. A little bit of rubbing action. Never hurt anybody. Might hurt your clock, but not a big deal. And what? I don't know why Benji turned around after that coin. He might have not realized he had an extra coin, but Biinny taking out these piranhas. Pretty nice 100. Yeah, I don't think Biinny's getting that star. Yeah, that's a missed ground pound and a kick into the star. Biinny. Whew. Lost in the Matrix. Things not quite going his way. Flatlining. Nah, not really. Not a big deal at all. It's just over, basically. Commentator, you know, hot and cold, flipping back and forth. Can't really decide on what to call the race. I'll call it a race, though. That's something I can definitely settle on. Benji not going to go for the triple jump wall kick here on the elevators. I mean, Benji, I think he seems to be more concerned with movement than tricks. Just based off this run alone and from what I've seen from him in general, he's a player that he has a deep understanding of the fact that movement is very important and tricks kind of come second with speed. And that's a theme that you can see in all speed games, I believe. I mean, obviously, different speed games are different. You know, there's some games where there's not even movement. But in general, games that do have movement, the movement is usually the most important. Just optimizing, you know, the dives, the angles, the lines that you're taking. And then the tricks come later. Biinny working on these reds. It's looking good so far. Oh, slight bonk. Can he back it up, though? No, he cannot. You know, once reds start going downhill, it's a downward spiral. Biinny soul searching here on the reds, but no soul to be found. Just bruise. And cheeky ones at that. Wraps up reds nicely, though. Another little amount of time for Benji to munch on. Might take a little chomp. I mean, he did take a little chomp out of the fire seat time. It's at this point, it's hard to tell. I don't want to say who's in the lead, but I'm inclined to say that Benji has the lead. but it's very close. I don't think it's if either of them has a lead, it's only a matter of 5 seconds, 10 seconds at most, I would say. And Benji Secrets. Oh, look at footage. It's good stuff. Okay, never mind. Ledge grab. Still good though. You know, a little ledge grab. Just a second. Not the end of the world. It's just the end of the world. But nah. Benny ascending up this mountain. Absolutely marvelous movement. And a beautiful triple jump dive. Exceptional gameplay coming out from Biinny in Tall Tall Mountain. At least with the mountain star there. I don't want to say those reds were exceptional. They were all right. Oh, early ground pound from Benji. Hitting the button there a little early. A little bit too excited to grab that box star. Needs to calm down a bit as he heads to Tall Tall Mountain shortly. He's got a little bit more work to do here, though, in Tiny Huge Island. Commentator also getting excited. Just wants to see that mountain. It's a very tall mountain indeed. All right. Is Biinny going for breezeless? It does appear to be the case. Oh, okay. Just going to take a look at the wall. He wanted to hold neutral so that he could stop his momentum, but was just still holding on to the stick. A little bit too much pressure and was uncomfortable going for breezeless. I support that decision. It was just a weird spot to be in. I feel like even if he had backed up and went for it, it just would not have worked out. Okay, wow. Benji showing me that new things are possible. I don't think I've ever seen a player bonk on that. I don't even know what just happened. It was like the arc of the ceiling. Benji with a ledge grab. Did you back it up? He's got the wall kick. Oh, let's go. Beyond belief. Snowman's head. Even with the ledge grab and slight, you know, slip up, he adjusts very well. Juicy. It's juicy. All right, Benji was not ready for that first tee off of the log, but decent realignment, and he's good. Benji with a beautiful ice maze. Both players actually on a pretty hot streak right now, I'd say. You know, a couple of very minute things, but honestly, in terms of huge mistakes, there hasn't really been any. I would say Biinny missing early cycle and Fire Sea might have been a bit of a bop, but he's really been making up for it with his pretty consistent gameplay. Taking out that bully. Bully minding his own business. Very unfortunate, but Biinny, you gotta do what you gotta do. Oh no! Okay, at least Benji didn't fall off. This is actually a pretty crazy strat, how you ledge grab back there and immediately jump, and Benji just missed timing the A press, falling down, taking some fall damage. Biinny failed speed kick, but very, very good backup. And ooh, elegant, crisp ground pound on that box. Very good timing. And I believe it's Biinny's time to shine. Going to be heading out of Snowman's Land, and now here we go back to the basement for round 2. Going to get taking care of Hazy Mazed Cave and grab that second MIPS. The technical going for the nut button in chat. I'm a fan of that. And another nice dive grab. Oh, okay. Benji going for single jumps on the mushrooms. Very safe. Let's see how these reds treat him. He's got the single jump. I feel like as long as reds are going well, they're going to continue going well. And, oh, man, that side flip wall kick. It's just marvelous. Belongs in a different galaxy. Never mind. Never mind. This is the galaxy he belongs in. Commentator praising runners a little bit too early. Gets to their head, ego inflating like a fresh balloon on Free Balloon Day. And commentator popping the balloon. Stealing the balloon. Very guilty, but still pretty nice reds. Definitely saving some time over Biinny. Biinny making moves in Hazy Maze Cave. Racking up these stars. We will be seeing who's actually the big daddy here very shortly. Who's rocking the lead? I mean, even if you've got a decent lead going into Tippy, the amount of races that I have seen get completely flipped. You know, the lead. Oh, okay. Benjii finding a different way to slip up here on Snowman's head, but again. Oh, hold the side flip. Just that was like the perfect storm of a side flip. Gets the bonk, doesn't clear the wall, but he's right back up there. Doesn't dilly-dally too long. But man, you really want to be careful to keep it going, keep the ball rolling as you head into tip top. Because if you aren't feeling confident, if you aren't feeling good going into the top of the castle, then it's going to be really hard. Biinny going for the side flip, triple jump on the box. Just needs a second try. Okay, so I was saying that Benjii's in the lead, but it actually appears that Biinny is rocking himself a pretty cheeky lead. I mean, Benjii doesn't have very... Okay, he has a couple long stars left. Yeah. I don't know how this happened. What did Benjii do? I feel like Benjii's gameplay has been... Like going into Lethal Lava Land, they were pretty much tied. You know, 5 to 10 seconds apart. And then Biinny had a bit of a slip-up in Fire Sea, and Benjii had a really good backup. Biinny with the Christmas miracle. Very beautiful. But I guess I underestimated Benjii's mistakes that he has made in Upstairs and overestimated Biinny's mistakes. Benjii still needing to get these reds out of the way. But after that, he's got a quick star. I mean, Biinny's going to need to go back into the level. Oh, wow. Okay, Benjii going way to the right. That was actually pretty big brained. The brain is looking a little bit larger than normal there. And my eyes are a little bit burning. Might need to throw the shades on. It's not too bad. The snow isn't too bright. But here comes Biinny, about to be entering the tip top. Benjii still with another star to do in Snowman's Land. It's the pure movement, I guess. When you don't have a direct comparison, you just kind of assume that the movement and the lines are hot. You know, Biinny busting out some pretty gnarly strats. So, yeah, Biinny's got himself a pretty good lead, entering Rainbow Ride at around 141 flat. It's looking like maybe a 30 to 45 second lead. Kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Benjii with the Lakitu bounce. Oh yeah, that cruiser popping off right away in Rainbow Ride. Punkade. Commentator got Punkade on the mind. He is a beautiful man with long flowing hair. Biinny, really good start in Rainbow Ride. That's about as ideal as it gets, and actually a little bit bigger than a 45-second lead for Biinny. Almost a minute. Wow, I'm shocked. I mean, I'm not trying to like throw Biinny under the bus or anything, but maybe I just fell asleep or something. I don't know. Benjii's been looking pretty good. Oh, Biinny with a slight slip up. Benjii going for tricky triangles first. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I guess he's really confident in his Lakitu bounce, but typically, if you mess up Lakitu bounce in any way, tricky triangles is it's a backup for Lakitu bounce, and so now Benjii erasing one of his backups. He's just got to be feeling good, I guess. Really on top of the world, just as Biinny once was. Well, is currently taking a pretty massive lead, but again. You know, oh no, Benjii betrayed by the Lakitu. Oh, you hate to see it. And now we are dripping in sweat on the right side of the screen. The brain is in maximum overdrive, living on a prayer. Benjii hoping for a Lakitu bounce to work out. The thing about this Lakitu bounce strat is it's not the most, I don't think it's the most consistent. Oh no, he got the bounce and then he dropped down. Benjii with the pause, you can't be happy about that. And he actually went over to the left there. Looked like he wanted to back up with tricky triangles, but not possible. Now going for these reds and Biinny running away with the lead. I mean, oh, Benjii not getting the red either. Oh no, boys. He's floundering, needs air. Benjii sort of, there's some heat in the kitchen. It's very hot. Somebody forgot to turn the oven off. It's burning, it's beeping. The fire alarm, it's going off. Biinny! Not able to press the A button. The controller just a little bit too complicated to figure out, and Biinny taking a fall in tick-tock clock. This is good news for Benjii. It's a shame that Benjii has sort of already pressed F multiple times to say his prayers, say his goodbyes in Rainbow Ride. But I mean, any time that he can get is an advantage. Biinny with the firstie. Hold on a second. Biinny with a ground pound. I don't even know how that happened, but Biinny so far in tick-tock clock, it's looking a little bit shaky. I mean, his Rainbow Ride, very calm, cool, collected, looking amazing. But he's discovering himself in tick-tock clock, searching for some solutions and not really coming up with any. Maybe a couple solutions. But here comes Benjii. He's wrapped up Rainbow Ride. It's time to head to tick-tock clock. For the first time in a while, we're going to see both of these players on the same star at the same time. Biinny, you know, right at the end of the 100. Oh, okay. Biinny not trusting that double jump again. Pressing A is hard. You know, you got to time it. It could be that Biinny's brain is moving faster than his hands. You know, he's already thinking 3 stars ahead, but his hands, these poor hands, do not have the ability to go that far ahead. Benjii executing that triple jump, wall kicks very nicely. Not going to take a fall. Making moves. He's making moves. Tick-tock clock, man. This is where it goes down. Rainbow Ride, you know, it gets a little scary. Some things will happen, but it generally seems to be tick-tock clock that takes people home the most. Biinny with some very nice time moving strats. Getting a hand. Let's give him a hand. Give him a... Okay. Benjii getting coins. Jumping, kicking boxes. Oh, the coin! Runaway coin not wanting to be collected by this Italian plumber. Biscuit dough hands, man. Interesting strat. Is that Biinny's strat for that? I don't know if that's intentional. Oh my goodness, he almost just did a butt slide off the edge. That would have actually been an almost fatal error. Benjii with the backflip strats. Utilizing that backflip. So Benjii, I don't know. Obviously, Biinny can still slip up. But if Biinny does take it, Benjii wants to be as close as possible as he can to get as many points as he can out of this match. Alright, so that's not Biinny's strat. Oh, the dive a little bit early and a big bonk from Biinny. Benjii opting for the same star. So Biinny up 2 quick ones, very quick ones, so it's not too shabby. He's still got a couple scary stars left. You know, reds can go pretty poorly. You're probably not going to die on reds, but timed jumps on moving bars coming up for Biinny. This can be a very scary star. It's pretty easy to lose a lot of time. Getting that long jump wall kick. Benjii right behind him. Benjii following Biinny through tick-tock clock. Might be illegal. I don't know. Not giving Biinny any privacy. But Biinny looking like he doesn't really mind. Inviting Benjii to come and do some stars with him, and both players executing it very well. It looks like Benjii actually might have gained a little bit of time there on Biinny. But Biinny with 1 more star left in tick-tock clock before he goes and has a incredible chat with the Toad to get a star. Benjii with a little bit more work to do. Has some homework that he forgot to get done. It's the night before it's due. Cramming. Trying to get it done. Googling all the answers. Finding some answers, not finding others. You know, texting some classmates, hoping that they have done the homework. Don't want to feel like a mooch, but when you got to get those points, it's so important to try and get as many points as you can. It's the name of the game. But Biinny all done with tick-tock clock. Not much left to do for this man. Bowser in the sky. On deck. Now, we have seen some falls in Bowser in the sky. I mean, I think it might have actually been the Heisenberger versus Rock Chalk race where Rock Chalk took a big spill on triple jump wall kick and the lead passed back to Heisenberg, I believe. If I'm remembering right. You know, Biinny, he's been doing 70 for forever. He's got the triple jump wall kicks on lock, but this is a race. Could be feeling nervous. Triple jump wall kick is a go. Benji wrapping up these reds and TikTok clock before he heads up into Bowser in the Sky with Big Ben. Benji now done with TikTok clock. Biinny showing up. Time moving left. Oh, it's a bonk. He's falling down. Big fall damage. Okay, good news for Benji. Talking to Toad, gonna grab this star. Bonk for Biinny. He's falling apart at the seams. The spaghetti noodles are slipping right out of his slots. His pores. Oh man, Biinny is just looking exhausted of all of his energy after that mistake. It's the second try. These wall kicks just haven't been working out for him, man. Really, really struggling. Curious if it's more nerves or just like a slight slip up on the controller. Biinny heading into the pipe on low 50 pace. Benji in the sky. If Biinny can nail these throws, he's good. But I mean, we have seen some moments with Biinny where the throws have not quite gone that well. Benji with some shocking gameplay. Here we go. It's the first throw. He's winding it up. That's good. Needs 2 more to take it home. Benji progressing through the sky. Another toss. 1 more for Biinny to seal the deal. Benji now going for triple jump wall kick. And it's good. Biinny landing all 3 throws. And no triple jump wall kick for Benji. It's still time is of the essence, but now wanting to go for it a second time. I somewhat support that decision. But time is ticking. Every 10 seconds that Benji is behind Biinny's time is another point for Biinny and another not point for Benji. What would that be called? 1 less point for Benji. 1 less point. 1 more point for Biinny. 1 huge step for speedrunning. Actually, 1 small step, I should say. I don't want to overplay, you know, a race. They're definitely important, and everything counts. Every single point matters. Because it's going to be how we are getting things going for the playoffs and ultimately the finals for pace. I'm winding up. Benji's got 2 throws, 1 more left, and it's good. About as good of an ending as you can hope for. You know, a little dicey in the sky, but Biinny takes it home 50-18, and benjii64 coming in hot with a 51-1 something. So within a minute of each other, I need to pull that chart up. See if I can find that chart so I can tell you guys what exactly is going on. Oh no, where's the chart? I can't find it. Commentator giving up after 2 seconds. Might not actually care about anything. But within a minute of each other, Benji's definitely going to be earning some points for this one. T-Hags doing the restreaming. Commentator getting confused. Shout out to T-Hags. We'll see if we can get these players in for a little interview. I'm not sure if Benji will be interviewing, but we might be able to get Biinny in. Maybe. But Biinny taking it home. With a 50-18, going to be racking up 40 points plus the additional bonus points for having a pretty close race. Within 1 minute, I'll say that's a pretty good race. It gets the simp seal of approval. Good stuff. Definitely an enjoyment to watch. I hope that you guys enjoyed it as well. Benji will not be coming in for an interview. Will Biinny be coming in for an interview? Everybody on the edge of their seats wondering. We got Nicole Pacapi in the chat. Biinny's own wife and amazing, you know, supporter. Wonderful woman. Providing the cheeky-gasm. Having a little bit of a cheeky-gasm as Biinny takes home the W. This might be Biinny's first race of the league. Let's see. I think it is. Hello? Biinny? Mate? And we are not getting any microphone action coming out from Biinny. Hello? Biinny? We'll see if he can get it sorted out. Mate? Might be taking a sip from a cheeky brew, perhaps. And we are not getting any microphone action coming out from Biinny. We'll We'll see if he can get it sorted out. And we're sitting in silence, a little bit awkward. Might just have to excuse myself. And the jury is in. Biinny with 46 points and Benjii with 14 points. So still getting himself on the board. But still, nothing coming in from Biinny. We might not actually be able to get an interview from our man. Big Ben. Might need to double check the microphone. Might need to restart Discord. Could possibly be a solution. Not sure if he can hear me, but patiently waiting here. But in the meantime,
hello. There we go.
Biinny.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Congratulations on the win.
I can see Simply is speaking, but I can't hear him. Give me a second, yeah.
All right, Biinny, struggling very hard with Discord.
There we go.
Hello?
Hello.
Congratulations on your win, sir. It was an honor to watch.
Oh my god, Simply, I'm sure you're cursing me though in TTC. I did that exact same thing against Benjii last time. The double wall kick dead quick. I missed it last time and died.
Yeah, I had to go for a slight roast there. What
yeah,
happened?
I knew it. I played like garbage, basically. Honestly, like it was alright. I got it done, but I'm playing this poor controller right now. I'm waiting for my new one to come. It gets here on the 24th, so.
Ooh.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm excited about that. But other than that, I mean, I think I played okay. Wasn't too happy about missing boost Ellies. I haven't missed that in so long.
That was rough. And you weren't even able to get the early cycle. And then when you got normal cycle, you had to slip up there too. It was just
huge time loss. Huge. But
have you been playing much these days?
Yeah, I've been playing quite a lot, but I just took a few days off recently just because I literally can't even take playing on this controller trying to do PB attempts at the minute. So I just played some Splatoon and whatnot. So the last couple of days actually.
All right, so we'll get the reinvigorated bin when we get the new controller. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. I'll turn up for when we, next round, I guess. Possibly next round. Yeah. Next round. Next round. I've got it comes on the 24th, so I've got like 5 days. So I have to just arrange the next match for a little bit later into the week.
Gotta use those strats. Those scheduling strats.
Yeah, something like that anyway.
Sweet. Well, before we go, I just want to ask, how you feeling about the league so far? What do you think?
I like it. I like the point system. It's cool. I like the way it's structured. It's not just about the win. You can kind of get a point if you take a game off someone. I like that. And what was the other thing as well? Oh yeah, the time difference in 70 as well.
Yeah.
What is it? Every point. 1 point every 10 seconds or something, is it?
Yep, that's right.
1 point every. Yeah, that's why I wanted to play well here. I honestly thought I was going to get a 49, and then I just I thought, here's the death, and I thought, right, all I need to do now is miss TJ wall kick, and what do I get? I get the glitchy bonk.
Yeah.
But I'll try and.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, like when you go like perfectly in the middle of like 50-50, and you literally can't wall kick. You just get like that glitchy bonk, and you fall straight down. So it's my own fault, though. It's literally my own fault.
Well, you still pulled out the W, so congratulations. It was an honor to commentate and watch. So thank you very much for playing. Thank you for the interview, and have a good one, man. I'll be looking forward to the next one. Hope the new controller treats you well.
Yeah, me too. Watch me play worse now.
Then you won't have anything to blame. Yeah, no problem. Have a good one, man.
Take care, dude.
Thanks, everybody, for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't go anywhere, though. If you are interested in Super Mario Odyssey, they have the Tasks Season 3 live results coming up. It's actually pretty sweet. Somebody comes up, similarly like Super Mario 64, you come up with a task, whether it be doing random things in a level or whatever, and basically the community comes together to try and figure out the best way. Well, actually, I shouldn't say the community comes together. It's sort of an individual thing. Players on their own come up with their own methods of doing it, and it's really interesting to see who comes up with what. And after that, SM64, oh my goodness, commentator falling apart here on the microphone. The task competition live results are happening at 4:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we got some Super Mario Odyssey happening later on in the day for the Any Percent League. So you know it's popping, you know it's bopping. Grab yourself a coffee, maybe some popcorn. It's not happening until 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Maybe you could do some studying to the cool lo-fi beats that we have playing on the intermission. But thank you so much. Shout outs to T-Hags for doing the wonderful job of restreaming. And catch you guys later. Have a good one.